Hello again, my comic book lovers. This is your friend, your boy, your buddy, Mario Kusakabe, bringing another episode of Comics con Sabor. This is episode 5 of Comics con Sabor. Wow, 5 episodes already. That is crazy. I think we got a good pace, a good groove. I'm getting more comfortable. It's been a while, so I'm like, it's a little crazy. And today's episode of Comics con Sabor is King Spawn from Image. Of course, Sean Lewis and Todd McFarlane, you know. But I haven't read a Spawn comic in a long time. So I would dare to say since the original arc, like the original run, I haven't read a Spawn comic since that. So I'm like, okay, so I'm being years off. So they started, Image, McFarlane started with 2 new Spawn stories. One of them, King Spawn, and the other one is on Gunslinger Spawn, which I already reviewed, like the first issue, which I love, which I truly enjoy. But now I'm in King Spawn. Like this first issue, right from the beginning, is just crazy. Because it's like a good thriller with the mythical. So it's just crazy to see how we have, like right off the bat, it's a teacher talking to the kids and then gonna share the word of God. And right when he's like talking or whatever, school explodes, the kids die. I'm like, what the heck just happened? So I'm like, right off the bat, I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And the artwork, I'm not gonna say it's fantastic. It's, Dr. McFarlane. What can you say? Whether you like the guy, you don't like the guy, the artwork is just fantastic. So yeah, so the story becomes a thriller after that, because then you see Spawn with Lady Spawn like in one of the funerals of one of the kids. So that's more interaction, because like because he knows that he's getting called out by someone, but nobody knows who it is. Or like until then, nobody knows who it is. So the whole interaction is real quick, and then we jump into him more or less becoming a detective now, which is actually kind of funny. And little by little, it keeps unraveling. Again, I haven't read a Spawn comic in a long time, so like a lot of this stuff is like kind of new to me. So I'm like, I may go back and see what's going on with other issues. But so far, this is very interesting, because like the one person that they thought he was the killer, which he was, Metaphormo? Because supposedly he was the only person that, more or less like Spawn says, he squealed, like he duped God to become an angel. Which I'm like, wait, what? So that's actually interesting, because now I'm curious about how that happened. So it's pointed that he's the one that actually started this, but then when you see Spawn like more or less investigating everything, we see like the next panel, and he's like, his whole body's just exploded, like parts are everywhere. And then later on, we in the panels coming, we see like a cult, like like a cult, but they're reciting Bible verses, and I'm like, okay. This is crazy. But then we hear the one voice that's saying, we have to get ready. We have to get prepared. We're setting everything up for King Spawn. So I'm like, oh. And you just figure that he's just shadow. Like, and behind him you have, like the ultimate tech room. A lot of monitors, PCs, everything like checking around. But I'm like, oh, who's that? So I'm like curious now, because to me, I want to take a wild shot. I don't know. It might be Violator. I don't know, because it kind of looks like a slim version of Violator, but without hair. So, or like a, like a crew cut. So I don't know. But I'm curious. I'm really curious to see what's going on, like in the next episode, how this arc of King Spawn, because now I'm like, who's King Spawn now? So this is very interesting. Like, really curious. Like, I want to see where this is going to lead. And yeah. And that's today's episode of Comics on Sabor. Guys, appreciate you, appreciate your time, appreciate the views. If you guys could keep doing the favor, for those of you that you guys haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, also hit the little notification button so you guys can get updates of when I'm dropping new videos, and it could also help me with the YouTube algorithm. I really appreciate that. And you guys know that you guys can watch this episode and many more at innercitygeeks.net and of course my YouTube channel. Alright guys, thank you, appreciate you, love, peace, see you next episode.